Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dharma practitioners, the human life we experience is one of the most expensive life that we have in this universe. So you are so worth than you think. So then bring the responsibility to yourself and try to get the best out of you. And in the spiritual life, this human life is so important because this is the only life. There are many, many other existence explained in Dhamma. There are to the heaven or the hell, but this human life is the only place you can change. And you can take a decision yourself and you can change your life. You can change your experience. You can change your form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognition. Consciously. There is no any other life can change like that way. So that's why this human life is so important, and that's why this is the place even the deities come to attain to enlightenment. Even the deities come as a human form to attain to Buddhahood. Why? Because this human life have capability to change. So then yourself take that opportunity. Change yourself. That is the best that you can do to you. Don't hold it to whatever the hard desires, that kind of like a foundations that you put into yourself. Mostly, why? Because it based with the emotions. Emotions not belongs to you. So whatever you feel is not belong to you. Remember that. Even that as this is I am, like that whatever you feel regarding this body is not belong to you. So then what do you have to change? And start to turn towards the ultimate truth. Look for the truth. Because when it comes to the Buddha's life, there are two things in the beginning he used to look before even he attain to the Buddhahood. King Satya Gavesi, King Kusala Gavesi. What is the ultimate truth and what is profitable? So then hold it to that. That's work for you. Look what is profitable. Look yourself, question your own life. Question yourself, whatever you keep doing. No? Question you, is it profitable for you? Then you're going to see it. Otherwise, you're wasting so much time watching TVs, watching dramas, and watching unnecessary TV programs, even the YouTube. There are many, many channels that nowadays people try to, entertain in a different ways. There's nothing end of that at all. You just little bit laugh, that's it. But the time you're spending, you cannot get back. So then always look to be profitable. Question yourself, is this profitable for me? Because if you don't look into it, who's going to do it for you? Another thing is, look for the truth. Every day, question yourself, have you ever come closer to little bit truth? It is not about the only the Dhamma. Even regarding your own life, whatever the life that you experience, or even in day-to-day life, even regarding the this outside nature, little bit truth, come closer to that. Why? Because other everything we have to let go behind us. We have to, you know, let go. But the truth and the profitable skills that you develop, you take to the next moment. And that will help you to gain your liberation, or your nibbana, or your salvation, or your freedom. So remember, if you don't look for the profitable skills or the truth, don't complain regarding the, the suffering. Don't complain regarding the when situations come. Accept it. Go with it. Why? Because it is your own choice. Why? Because you didn't work when you had the time. Look at your experience. Look at this animal life. They cannot do anything. They just, born like that way, and they live like that, and they die. Even the deities, devas, you know, and they cannot escape from it. So they cannot, you know, and they whatever that they become, they stuck with that. They cannot change. But yourself, as a human being, in this very moment, you can be completely new person. And at the same time, by the morning, you can be the most dangerous person in the world. Or also, you can be the most beautiful person in the world. See that much power you have. You don't see that how strong your mind is. So rather than complain, worry, disappointment, unhappiness, that sadness, uh, the anxiety, depression, start to look what you want, and conventionally has start to look very clearly and change yourself, and keep that ability to change. That's going to become one of the most important profitable skill that you take with you, ability to change. That's why I say be like water. No, that is one of the strong elements in the universe, water, and the one of the most expensive, valuable thing in the water. Look at this, scientists spend billion, trillion dollars putting, so much money on just to find water. See, but you see it how it be. So that's why that you came from it. Remember that you became from the water. You became like this from the water, and the 70% in you have that nature. It is very easy if you just look a little bit. You can become like that. Only 30%, that the things that we hold it to, this to make this a strong mentality. Other 70% we more flexible. So slowly start to tap into that and develop that, bring it out. Be flexible. The mentally, physically be flexible. So to be physically flexible, and sometimes you have to do a little bit exercise, and you have to move your body rather than stuck in one place. you know just move a little bit. Don't allow physically you to stuck. And that because that develop the noisy mind inside you. disturbed mind. So you physically start to move, that physical comfort, and then the mentally be flexible to change the situation, change the ideas, and the whatever the according to necessary conditions. And always remember, when you change, you harboring, you directing towards the right. Why? King Satya Gavesi, King Kusala Gavesi. You develop the profitable skill as the change as a profitable skill with the foundation of the truth. So you always go towards the truth. That is important. So when you find out, oh, this is the truth, and then you slowly change towards that. So like that way, little by little, your journey going to become so beautiful, comfortable for you. You feel more relaxed. This is the most beautiful life we have in this entire universe. But still, look how much people suffering because of their own life. They don't understand it. They don't put value on it. They don't appreciate. Why you got the best out of this universe, but still you are not capable to be happy and appreciate. So remember one thing, I give one thing, remember in your life, write down somewhere, you're going to get it. If you feel lonely, unhappy, sad, worry, disappointment, anxiety, depression, remember the reason is you didn't get the best out of you. That's why you feel that. If you perform your best, there is no gap for you to feel loneliness, unhappiness, depression, anxiety, fear, worry, like that. So when you don't perform your best, when you don't bring out of your best, you keep a gap. In that gap, you feel the anything. You can feel this world, this life as a hell in that gap. So then always remember, every moment, just work for a 1 minute. Just work for the 1 minute and be the best of you in that 1 minute. So then what will happen? Then the next, that 1 minute give the power to next minute. So don't worry about the 5 minute or 10 minute or like, just do it for a 1 minute. And then you will see, once you become the best out of you, when you perform, when you become more flexible, when you become more gentle, when you get into the flow, 1 minute, in that 1 minute, develop the current to go to the next, go to the next, go to the next. Then duration anymore doesn't mean anything. And then, as you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's he won Mr. Universe, Mr. Olympia, many times, and he was the California governor. And when he work out, he tell this the same thing. And somebody asks, how many minutes, how long you do this? And what he told, and he told, I don't know. I don't go with the clock. I I go with my fulfillment. When I feel complete, that is where I end. But till I feel that fulfillment, completion, I keep going. It's the same thing. That's why he became like that person. But you can get it to the spiritual life, and you can get it to your in day-to-day life. The same thing. Because once you get it as a philosophy, as an attitude to your life, you become the best for you. That is what you need. Then you get out of this all the worry, unhappiness, disappointment, sadness. Otherwise we are mostly like, it's kind of like there is a the concept called the philosophy of trash can. You know, so that's mean everybody put. If you put a trash can, garbage can, you don't need to put any sign there. Just what will happen? Whoever come, they put everything to that. So like that, don't be like that. Because if you become like that, what will happen? Everybody, everything from outside will put anything to you. But don't blame to them. Why? Because you didn't develop King Kusalagavis. You didn't develop what is profitable for you. That's why it happened. So then remember, whatever you watch, if it is unprofitable, forget about it. Don't do it. It doesn't matter how famous it is. Look, is it not profitable for you? Get out of it. Whatever you listen, whatever you smell, eating, it doesn't matter other people eating, or if other people enjoy it, let them to enjoy. But if you think it is not going to be profitable for you, don't do it. It's a very simple way that you can change. That change is the most beautiful skill that you bring to this human life. That's why they can attain to enlightenment, because of the change. So then use it, master this as a quality in you. Because if you don't master the change as a quality, how are you going to do it? So change, develop the whatever the things. When you change, always remember, you go towards the truth and you go towards the more profitable way, not downward. So that way you always going to get the best in that moment, going to get the best in that moment, and you perform your best. So that is very important. When it comes to mental attitude, when you practice meditation, that is what happening. So you always reach to the higher and you always reach to the best when you have that. So when you need that ability, or you need that skill, or you need that attitude, otherwise mostly you get stuck with even your own mental feelings. So don't allow it to happen, because this anything is not for ours. One time during Buddha's time, there was a young boy, his name called Kappa. He came to Buddha and asked, Venerable Sir, this Samsara is like a river, take all of us, and we cannot escape from this change, getting old, getting sick, death, and the birth. No one can escape from it. This is like a river and the current and take us. Venerable Sir, if you are in this river current, what is the way that we can find island, or we can find a place to protect ourselves without just allowing this current to take us? Look that we are in that current. Look yourself, you cannot escape. You can do many things. You can tell, this is my body, this is my house, this is my family, this is my thing. You can name, but look, you cannot get out of the getting sickness, getting old, and dying, and again birth. You cannot get out. This keep happening. So then, what is the land where you can stop this? So then Buddha said, don't clinging to anything. Don't hold anything as yours. Don't clinging to anything. That is the land. Why Buddha said like that? See that our life mainly with eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, like this. This everything, this physically, this material, this everything arise because of the four elements: heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. So always, if there is nothing belong to four elements, it cannot be here. Only that whatever belong to four elements can be here. So then in your body, that all your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and also the all the perception, that whatever you get, that everything belong to four elements. So what is the nature of the four elements? Change. So how you become more so comfortable like this? Because of that four elements in a journey, in the flow. Otherwise you cannot be like this. So we are on this earth, and at the same time, why that we can be on this earth? Even earth doesn't know we are it carry the body, and the body doesn't know that we hold it to the earth. But how that we going, how the earth accept us? Because this body depending from the earth, the all the food that coming from the earth, and nourish this body, develop this body. So then this body is a part of the earth. That's why we can be on this earth. Otherwise we cannot. See that all the food we bring all the fruits coming from the earth. And then when we eat, what happened? Do you think any food or any vitamin, anything you can keep anywhere? If you keep like that way, it's going to destroy you. Even any tiny bit of you know food, if you keep somewhere, it's going to destroy you. So then what you have to do? So you have to let that to go. Where it goes? It goes to where it came from. So even see, the most strongest, in our body, one of the strongest part is our teeth. So why mostly that the teeth get, we get toothache, and why our teeth get, bad? Why? Because even little bit tiny, you know, food, if we keep or stuck there, what is happening? It going to destroy it. See? So then how about inside our this body? In case if somewhere, if any tiny bit of food not digest or hold somewhere, or you're going to have a hard time. So then, so whatever come from the earth, it has to go to earth. So that's the journey. That's why you stay here. That's why you feel so comfortable. And the motion, air. So whatever you inhale, there is no tiny bit of air you can hold in your body. You have to let it go. So as you know, high, low pressure. The pressure means, the air. So how about if it you hold little bit, what will happen? No, you have to let that, whatever you breathing as air, and you have to let it go. And even in this body, there are different places have different kind of motions. Your joints, muscles, and abdominal area. This everything has a different motion, that all the motions get nourished through the inhalation, exhalation. It go to your spine, through the spine to the nerve system, and it divided to all your body and your blood circular system, everything. Yeah. So then you have to allow this air to flow through you. So then whatever you experience as a life not belong to you, it belong to the motion, uh, that out of these four elements, it is one element, air, and the liquidity. So the water, the water. See how in any single drop of water you cannot keep. I just explained this, the physically, with the physical example. It is more deeper than physical example. But to practice point of view, when we get physical example, it make more easier. Otherwise, these all mental qualities, you know, and hardness. This hardness is all, and related to the earth. So it everything go back to the earth. That's where we get the hardness, becoming strong. So it finally where it goes when you die. The people not going to keep you on the, up in the air where they buried you on the ground. Why? Because that is where it belong. See, all these four elements is our life. You cannot hold this anything. You cannot claim anything as yours. Only thing is this: when these four elements behave and according to the necessary conditions and cause and effect, form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognitions arise. But this anything is not belong to any kind of self or you. This belong to four elements. So then what you have to do? Let that four elements to flow, and don't hold anything, and just be with the experience. But what happened when the experience come? We clinging to that, and we think, oh, I want this, I want this. So that is the nature that we develop from the past, and that is what we keep repeating, keep doing, keep doing, keep doing. So then when it come to vipassana, what's happening? It take your mind, it matured your mind to understand this, how this happening, and this anything, this experience is just experience, and it is not belong to you. It is just the behavior of the four elements. And once you recognize that, you slowly get out of it. And you're not going to, even what you feel or see or smell, taste, or what you think, you're not going to get as self, or you're not going to hold it to self-centered mind. You just take it as a part of the dependent origination, cause and effect. And that is where you can attain the liberation, or that is where you get out of this current. Otherwise, if you keep holding and go with this, and then again and again, again and again, you get the birth, and then get old, get sick, and you die. Then again, you get the birth, get old, get sick, you die. So this keep happening, keep happening, keep happening. There is no place that you can find the protection for that. Only way is release. Don't claim these four elements as you. Don't claim. This all, let these four elements to be itself. Let it to flow through you. And then you get out of the feelings. And then once you get out of the feelings, no emotions. Once you get out of the emotions, your mind become more clear. So then the clarity arises. Once the clarity arises, you don't get disturbed. Why? Because no emotions. You don't get disturbed. When you don't get disturbed, the perception, the clear perception become very clear with that, and then you come to clear comprehension, direct perception. So in that way we call sati sampajanya. In that very moment, it is just the experience, and the deeper that experience, no clinging, no chandaraga, no holding, no grasping, no ownership. And that is where you have the experience, but totally 100% with the freedom. So try to understand it. This is the journey that you have to if you really want to end the journey. This is the path that you have to develop. So, with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idam me punya kammang asavakkaya hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.